Alright folks, coming back at you with Ozark Mountain Outdoor Adventures. We have a special treat for you here this evening. You guessed it, we have another gear review. We are checking out the M&P Shield Plus. I'm super excited about this compact 9mm pistol for everyday carry. So we're going to dive right into it, but if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to the YouTube channel, and let's check it out.
This is a little bit closer look at
Alright, well, like I said, I've got a special treat for you here this evening. We're going to be checking out the M&P Shield subcompact 9mm pistol and safety check. And, you know, so there is not, you can see that there's nothing inside, and, you know, no rounds in the chamber. Safety check. We're going to do a quick unboxing here, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about a few reasons why I made my decision to go with the M&P Shield Plus. Alright, here we go. We're going to get right here on the tabletop and check out a quick unboxing. Now I know that you're not necessarily checking this out for the unboxing, but I always like to include it just so you can kind of see how it comes in the packaging. We got a nice cardboard carrying case from M&P. Comes well packaged, got a nice plastic covering. Very excited about the two steel standard magazines that come in the box. You got your run-of-the-mill 15-inch cable lock. Your M&P Shield Plus instruction manual, owner's manual. Definitely want to keep a hold of that information. Warranty registrations and such, all the normal things that come in within the packaging. We're going to go ahead and move this to the side and get what we really want to see, and that is this Conceal and Carry subcompact pistol from M&P Shield, from M&P. So let's check it out. Alright, here we go again. Safety check, nothing in the chamber. Just want to give you a couple here real quick reasons of why I went with the M&P Shield Plus. So back in 2016, I was really starting to get into the conceal and carry, and at the time the Glock 43 had just dropped, and it was the new hotness that was on the market for the single stack conceal and carry pistols. And you know, I had the choice of the M&P Shield and the Glock 43. I may even pull up my Glock 43 and give you a little bit of a side-by-side comparison coming up within the video. But at the time I went ahead and went with the Glock 43 for a couple reasons. It had a little bit smaller of a profile for conceal and carry, and really one of the main things was the trigger. On the old M&P Shields, the two section trigger, and then when I seen that the M&P Shield Plus had came out, new trigger, and also what really sold me was the 13 round capacity, going from a 10 round capacity to a 13 plus 1, and it made me say, hey, that is just almost what my Glock 19 carries, with a much smaller, lighter, thinner gun. So it made me go ahead and pull the trigger, so to speak, on making the purchase on the M&P Shield Plus. So let's get a little bit closer look into it. Alright, here we go. I want to take a little bit closer look at these steel magazines from M&P. I definitely like that it is a steel casing. It's got a little bit of a stippling here, and when it is inserted into the grip, it gives you a full grip to hang on to. And here's what I want to show you as far as this magazine is concerned. Right here you can see it's not a single stack, it is not a double stack. Actually they're alternating. So it's not a true double stack. Now I don't know if you were doing some comparison on the circumference grip of the old M&P Shield versus the M&P Shield Plus. I would assume that to be able to make this magazine fit that the circumference may be a millimeter or two wider. You really can't feel. I've held and shot the M&P. And you know, they feel almost exactly the same, so you can't really tell the difference. But the magazine capacity, there's a major difference. I believe that M&P Shield came with an 8-round magazine and a 10-round magazine, and this one comes standard with a 10-round magazine and a 13-round magazine. That changes the ball game as far as what you are capable of doing with this firearm. So today, everybody, seems like I say everybody, but most generally speaking, there's a lot of people carrying out there, and so are the criminals. So it is more than a mugging, getting you know, caught at your vehicle and you pull a firearm to defend yourself. Today, I would think of being able to stand up in a gunfight. A lot of these micro carry guns won't be able to stand up to multiple assailants for a gunfight. So in purchasing a conceal and carry, everyday carry type of firearm, you definitely want to think about being able to stand up to multiple attackers. So anyway, that's where the 13-round capacity magazine really triggered me to make this purchase for my new EDC everyday carry. I have a couple favorites that I carry on a regular basis, but I'm definitely going to be putting the M&P Shield into the working it into my rotation. It just feels really great on the hands. Let's get a little bit closer look at the firearm itself. All right, here we go. Definitely a very nice looking handgun. You can see it still is very small, very slender. I love the 3-dot sights that come on the M&P, you know, with the Glock plastic U-shaped sights. Definitely this right out of the box is ready to go to town. It's got very nice texture and stippling on the grip. It's got serrations on the rear of the slide. It's got a couple small ones here towards the front of the slide right here. Again, I mentioned the original M&P Shield has a two-part trigger that did come across as a little bit mushy, and this new trigger, I believe it's a 4.5 pound trigger. I'd have to put that up here on the screen just to confirm, but under 5 pounds for that trigger, and so that just changes the ball game. With that and the larger capacity makes this a win-win in my book. But look how beautiful that handgun looks. I mean, it's got a lot going on for it. Again, I'm not going to get all into the specs as far as it's really more a philosophy of use and why I think this makes a perfect EDC handgun. Also, with that capacity, you could do some home defense. I plan on making it a vehicle gun. You can take it in the woods. All different kinds of applications. I'm going to go ahead and put the magazine in here and give you a chance to look at that and see how it looks as far as the size is concerned. So it gives you a full grip right here and really does not extend too high as far as the profile for your EDC. I think it is very comfortable when carrying. And if that is a little bit long and you do want to go for deep concealment, here's what the 10-round looks. It does, your pinky does somewhat protrude. You kind of catch it a little bit, so it's not only a 2-finger grip, so you can get that third one on there. 10+1 is still a great capacity for self-defense on an EDC, but in my opinion, once you put the 13 round mag in your hand, it's a no-brainer. That again, this holds almost the same as my Glock 19. The Glock 19 is 15 plus 1, but this is 13 plus 1 on a single stack frame. So very easy to conceal, very lightweight. In my opinion, this is a win-win for anyone who's looking to get a new EDC firearm. And I believe I paid $500 at the time for this. I got this last summer, so it's still pretty new for me. But I think, again, when I originally purchased the Glock 43, it just beat out the things that I was looking for compared to the old M&P Shield. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a size comparison between the M&P Shield and the Glock 43. So let's check it out. Alright, here we go. We're going to do a little bit of a side-by-side comparison. Here is my original Glock 43. Now I know what you're saying. Hey Al, you know they've released the 43X, and you know, in my opinion, the original Glock 43 beats out the 43X because this does have the ability to get smaller. It does have the ability to get smaller, whereas the Glock 43X is just a single length. I believe that's a 10 round capacity, and you don't have the ability to get down to this size. Now where the 43 lax is in the capacity, so if you have that flush mag, it's only a 6 plus 1. Here I have my Hive extension, so it is 8 plus 1. That's 9 rounds, but you get all of this length down here at the bottom. It gives you a full grip and feels really nice in the hand. But when compared to the 43, the 43 is compared to the M&P Shield. This is 13 plus 1 versus a 8 plus 1. So a huge difference. I mean, they are almost exactly the same size as far as the slide is concerned. I even think that if we look at it, the M&P is just a touch shorter than the 43. Anyway, I don't want to make this about the 43. I love my 43. I've carried it since 2016, but the capacity has always been its major downfall, and so I did go ahead, make a new purchase for the M&P Shield Plus to get that 13 plus 1. Alright, here we go again. I'm going to go ahead and do a safety check. I'm going to pull the trigger, ride the reset, so you can check it out. There we go. Again, it does have a manual safety and also trigger safety. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull it with my left hand so you can kind of see it a little bit better. Really nice crisp brake. There's the reset, audible tactile reset. Really nice trigger, and like I said, it is much better than the other two position or two-piece trigger on the old 43. We're going to do it again here. Oh man, it's very light trigger. It's great. I love it. I'm very happy with my purchase. Hopefully I can do a little bit of range action coming up here in the near future, or right in the middle of summer starting to heat up. I know I'm kind of doing some fishing, but I've been meaning to make this video for quite some time. But like I said, maybe we can do a little bit of range time here in the near future. Alright folks, well, like I said, super excited about this purchase and would recommend this to anyone who is looking for a Micro 9 conceal and carry pistol. M&P, they've definitely done it right and proved on a really well and liked model of the Shield. And now we have the Shield Plus with that 13 plus ones. So definitely, if you have the opportunity to get your hands on one, I would definitely recommend it. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.